Evening, everyone. It's been a long day at work, and I'm gonna cook some stew. I love stew. You can't go wrong with stew. I'm gonna try something I ain't never tried before, and that's this McCormick beef stew seasoning mix. I would turn it over and look at the instructions. What we need is the pack of McCormick seasoning mix, 2 pounds of beef stew meat cut into 1-inch cubes, 3 tablespoons of flour, 2 tablespoons of oil, 3 cups of water, and 5 cups of your favorite vegetables. It says here the first thing you want to do is coat the beef with flour. Heat oil in a large deep skillet or Dutch oven on medium heat. Add the beef and cook until browned on all sides. Then you stir in the seasoning mix and water. Bring to a boil. Cover and reduce heat and simmer for 45 minutes, stirring occasionally. Add your vegetables and simmer for 1 hour or until beef and vegetables are tender, stirring occasionally. And you can thicken the stew with a little bit more flour if you want. There we go. Let's try that out. That sounds pretty complicated, doesn't it? Now we'll see how it goes. You get more than 1, 2, 3 steps, and I get a little bit confused, so I'm going to have to follow these directions here. So, here we go. Let's start on preparing that meat. Okay. Let's put the meat down in this bowl right here. We're going to add the flour. What does it say? 3 tablespoons of flour. Okay, now 3 tablespoons is almost a 1/4 cup, according to my figuring anyways. So we'll take a 1/4 cup of flour, put down in there. Alright, there's the flour I like to use, Daily Bread. Self-rising flour. That's good flour right there. We'll set this over here since we're done with that. Let's get the flour spread down into that meat right there. Okay, get your hands in there. That's part of cooking. It'll be alright. Okay. Let's put this over here for the time being. What do we need now? Heat oil in large deep skillet. We're going to use this one right here. And it says 2 tablespoons of oil. 2 tablespoons of oil. That's 1/8 of a cup. Last time I figured. So we're going to take and pour 1/8 of a cup in there. Put the lid back on that oil over there. There we go. That's some good oil. I like that oil. My mom used to use that oil when she was cooking when I was younger. Let's get this spread around in here. Got to heat that up. Medium heat. Okay, let's let that oil get to going. Let's see here. Let's refresh our memory. Coat beef with flour, Heat oil in a large deep skillet. Add the beef and cook until browned on all sides. Alright, okay, we can do that. Let's let that oil get to going for a little bit. Wintertime here is trying to come back. Doggone. It's the 10th or 11th of March. Springtime's just a few days off. They're calling for snow tomorrow. Is that crazy? This has got to be the longest winter we've had around here in a long time. Usually about this time of the year, things start to warm up. Now the other day, I guess it was the 5th of March, I was able to go on the back yard there and play my fiddle, and I was wearing my t-shirt. But here we're cold again. Let's put this down in there. There we go. We'll put all that flour down in there, it'll be alright. Okay. Alrighty. A little bit more flour to get out of here. I don't want to waste that flour. Somebody had to work real hard to get this flour raised up and milled. So I'll try to use all of it if I can. Don't want to waste no food if you can help it. Food's hard to come by. You work real hard to fill up your belly nowadays. There we go. Now what I'll do is when I need to add that water, I'll put the water in this bowl right here, and that'll get the rest of that flour out of there. We'll come back in a little bit. We'll get that browned up in there according to the instructions on that McCormick beef stew seasoning mix. After we get that meat to going, we'll work on those vegetables over there. I'm going to have an onion, some potatoes and carrots to put down in there. Alright. Give us a little bit. I don't know how long this is going to take. Maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Shoot fire. We'll have to experiment, won't we? Because we ain't never cooked beef stew like this before. Okay. We'll come back in a little bit. There we go. It's been cooking on this one side for 15 minutes. I'm going to get it moved around and flipped over. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Nice and brown. That flour likes to brown up that meat right there, doesn't it? Okay. We'll brown them up on this side right here. And we'll work on the rest of it. Okay, let's let that side go for 15 minutes right there. That looks really good. That looks really good. You know, I never thought of adding flour to the meats. Not until I got that pack of McCormick right there. That's what we wanted to do. Those folks over there is real smart about cooking. They think about things that I'd never thought of. Okay. Alright. We'll let it go on this side here. for 15 minutes. Let me get these ones flipped over in the middle there. Let's see what they look like on the other side. Yeah, there we go. Let's turn them over. This other side hadn't been cooked yet. There we go. Okay, we'll come back in a little bit. Then we'll stir in the seasoning mix and water. There we go. Looks like it's time to add the fixing. Let's get these moved around in here. Look at that. Oh, that's going to be some good stewed beef right there. Right. Okay, there we go. Now it says we stir in the seasoning mix and water. And I think we'll put the water down in there first. Let's go over here and we'll add the water into that flour bucket. 3 cups, I think it said. 1, 2. There's 3 cups. Let's put those 3 cups down in there. Okay. Now, set that over in the sink so we can wash it. Let's put the seasonings down in there. We'll get them stirred up. Now what does it say to do, PeePaw? It says, bring to a boil, cover, reduce heat, and simmer for 45 minutes, stirring occasionally. Add vegetables, simmer for 1 hour until beef and vegetables are tender, stirring occasionally. Alright, good deal. Let's turn that heat up a little bit so we can get that to boiling. Oh, that's going to be good stew right there. Doesn't that look good? Get some of these meats separated. Right. After it gets to boiling, we'll cover that up, simmer for the 45 minutes, and while that 45 minutes of simmering's going on, we'll work on these vegetables over here. We'll get those chopped up and get ready to add down in there. Okay. There's that water to boiling. Looky there. Now, we're going to set this lid down on there. Let that simmer for 45 minutes. While that's simmering, we'll go over there and take care of them vegetables. Let's add some water down into this pot right here. And we'll soften up those vegetables for when we go to dice them. Pour some water down in here. We'll put the carrots and potatoes in there, and we'll boil that water for just a scoshy little bit. Add some more water. Here we go. Put some fire up underneath there, and we'll drop these potatoes in there. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here's our carrots. Look at them carrots. Don't they look good? Okay. I'm going to add some more water in there. I ain't got enough. Go over here to the sink and fill up this pitcher. While those carrots are boiling, I'll go over here and dice up this onion. Pitcher, hurry up, fill up. Ain't got time to wait, I'm hungry. That's the thing about cooking. You know, when you get home, it takes a little bit of time to cook. And the old belly says, hey, what's going on up there? Come on, we're hungry. Why are you taking so long? And the hands and the arms and the feet and the brain and whatnot saying, hey, we're hurrying up. Now, give us a little bit of time. Cooking takes a little bit. Okay. So it looks dreary outside. I'll tell you what. It's all foggy, cold, miserable looking out there. You get up in the morning time, they say snow's coming. We might get snowed in, so this stew right here, this will do us for a little bit, at least till we get out of the ice and the snow. We'll be alright with this stew. Let's go over and dice up that onion. There's our onion. Now we're going to cut this thing in half here. Watch your fingers, PeePaw. I'll try to. In here. We'll cut it up into nice chunks of onion. That one didn't want to go. Alright, there we go. This right here is going to add some wonderful flavor to that stew. Wonderful flavor. I'll tell you what, hey, come back here. I want to run off. Onion. I love onions. They're up there with carrots and potatoes. Now my favorite is potatoes. I can't have a meal without potatoes. I think that right there will be enough. Let me get this one over here chopped up. I'm going to smell like an onion for a couple of days now. And the folks at work say, PeePaw, you been cooking again? Yeah, we've been cooking. Alright. After those carrots and potatoes are over there boiling, we'll chop those up. We'll come back about 15-20 minutes for them carrots and potatoes. The steam's coming off of those carrots and potatoes. I think they're softened up good enough now to where we could dice those up. Then we'll get ready to drop those down into the McCormick stew beef mix. And the meat's over there. We'll drop them onions down in there, and we'll have us a good meal for the next few days. Let me get that water run off of there, and we'll dice those potatoes and carrots up. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Oh, don't those vegetables look good. Look at the steam coming off of there. You know it's cold in here when you see steam. Oh, yeah. Alright. Oh, let's get to dicing those up. Let me get my cutting board over here and my knife. Add these over here into this pot so I can get them cut up one at a time. Put back in that strainer. Knife, where are you? There you are. There's knife. Okay. All right. Now when I boil them, it just makes cutting those vegetables up just a little bit easier. I'm not fighting through the vegetable. There we go. There's that one. The potatoes are probably the easiest to cut. And second is the carrots. Carrots right there, that's going to add a good flavor. These potatoes, it's going to add some vitamins. This will get you going for a couple of days right here. Okay, there's all the potatoes. Reach up underneath there and grab those two that fell out. Here's the carrots. You see how much easier those are to dice if you got them boiled a little bit. They're just a little bit easier to cut through. You don't have to fight it. Keep these stubs. Critters in the backyard love carrots. Got them underneath of here. We'll get those carrot stubs into the backyard there so the critters can get there something to eat. Yeah, here in about 15 minutes or so, the meats and the McCormick mix will be simmered, and we'll put the vegetables down in there and we'll let it go for another hour. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, it's been 45 minutes. That simmering's done. Let's get all that moisture down in there. We're going to add the onions. Let me move this onion out of the way here. Set that off to the side. We're going to put these onions down in there. Gonna be good. Let's get that onion skin out of there. We don't want to put that onion skin down in there. Now, after that, there's a couple more onions over there. Come on, jump in there. Now, after that, let's put the vegetables down in there. Here's our carrots and potatoes. Oh yeah. Set that right there beside of that onion. Let's get this mixed up down in there. Now what we're going to do, the instructions say, we'll simmer for another hour after we put them vegetables down in there. Oh, doesn't that look good? Oh, I could eat that right now. Yeah, but we can't. We ain't done cooking yet. But people, the snow's coming. We got to hurry up. Yeah, that's right. We do have to hurry up. But we gotta wait for it to get done cooking. There we go. Let me put that lid back on there. We'll let that cook for another hour. gonna be some good stew right there. Alright, we'll see you in an hour, then we'll get ready to eat. We'll be back in a little bit. This cooking takes a long time, don't it? Okay. Alright. Alright. There we go. Alright. Our stew's been simmering in there with the vegetables and beef and the McCormick mix for an hour. Oh, look how good that looks. We better get to eating real quick because my stomach's saying we got to eat now. This took a whole 2 hours to make. If this hadn't come undone real quick, my stomach would have jumped out of my belly and run off into the woods in search of a possum. It was a good thing I didn't get my belly, my doggone knife. It would have ran out the back door in search of that possum. It'd have butchered the possum back there real quick. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look good? Alright, I'm going to let that cool off a little bit because otherwise I'm going to burn my tongue. And my stomach said, PeePaw, hurry up. Come on, we got to eat. Okay. Alright, folks. Alright, we're gonna go eat here shortly. Hey, that's some good looking food right there. Oh yeah. Thank you, folks. Thank you for stopping by. I always enjoy it when you come over. This time we get us something to eat. Let me put that off in a bowl. We'll see how that tastes. Whoa. Let's try this stew out right here. Oh, man, doesn't that look good? Don't burn your tongue, PeePaw. I try not to. Oh yeah. That's really good. Let me get a bite of this potato over here. Okay. Onion. That's really good. That's that McCormick beef stew mix. Good Lord above. I got my mouth full of food. That's really good. If y'all can, you're part of the world, y'all cook that. Good, you'll enjoy that.